Have you ever felt like you were stuck in your own head? Like there were things you knew you could be doing better or thinking about more clearly, but you just couldn't seem to get there? Well, the good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. In fact, with a little bit of knowledge about psychology, you can unlock your mind and reach your full potential. In this video, we're going to share 5 uncommon psychology facts that will help you do just that. So make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss out on any of these game-changing insights. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an awesome psychology video again. Let's dive in. Number 1, your memories are not your own. It is a common experience to reminisce about a past event, only to realize that your memory of it is hazy at best. It turns out that this isn't just a quirk of human memory. Research shows that our memories aren't actually our own. Instead, they're a reconstruction of the past based on the information that we have available to us. This means that our memories are easily influenced by suggestion, which is why it's important to be aware of the information that we're exposed to. If we're constantly bombarded with negative information, for example, we're more likely to remember events in a negative light. Similarly, if we're around people who are constantly gossiping or spreading rumors, we may start to believe those rumors even if they're not true. The bottom line is that we should be extremely careful about the information we allow into our minds, as it could end up distorting our memories and leading us to believe things that simply are untrue. Number 2, your emotions can influence your judgments. Our emotions can have a powerful influence on our judgments, often leading us to make decisions that are not always rational or in our best interest. When we're feeling angry or frustrated, for example, we may be more likely to lash out and say things we do mean or make impulsive decisions that we later regret. On the other hand, when we're feeling happy or excited, we may be more likely to take risks or make decisions without thinking them through fully. It is important to be aware of how our emotions are affecting our judgment so that we can make sure we're making the best decisions possible. One way to do this is to take a step back and assess how we're feeling before making a major decision. If we're feeling overwhelmed, it may be helpful to talk to someone else and get an objective perspective. By taking these steps, we can make sure that our emotions aren't getting the better of us and that we're making decisions that are truly in our best interest. Number 3, your subconscious mind is always working. Our subconscious mind is a powerful force that can affect our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in ways that we may not even be aware of. It's constantly working to process information and make sense of the world around us, even while we're asleep. Our subconscious mind can also store memories and emotions that we may not be consciously aware of, but that can still affect us in significant ways. For example, if we've had a traumatic experience in the past, our subconscious mind may continue to process that event long after we've consciously moved on. This can lead to anxiety or other negative emotions even if we don't know why we're feeling them. Fortunately, there are ways to access and work with our subconscious mind to improve our lives. One way is through hypnosis, which can help us access our subconscious mind and change the way we think and behave. Another way is through meditation, which can help us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions and better understand our subconscious mind. By learning to work with our subconscious mind, we can unlock its power and use it to improve our lives in ways we never thought possible. Number 4, your brain creates its own reality. Our brains are incredibly powerful organs that allow us to perceive and interact with the world around us. However, it is important to remember that our brains are not perfect and that what we perceive as reality is actually a construction of our own minds. Our brains take in information from our senses and then interpret that information based on our experiences, beliefs, and expectations. This means that 2 people can experience the same event but perceive it differently based on their individual minds. For example, if two people are at a party and one person is feeling shy while the other person is feeling outgoing, each person will perceive the same party differently. The shy person may feel anxious and out of place, while the outgoing person may feel comfortable and enjoy the party. Additionally, our brains can sometimes play tricks on us, as in the case of optical illusions. In an optical illusion, our brains interpret visual information in a way that is not consistent with reality. As a result, we see something that is not really there. For example, if we stare at a white dot on a piece of paper for a long time, our brains may start to see a colorful halo around the dot. These examples illustrate the incredible power of our brains, but it is important to remember that our brains are not perfect, and that what we perceive as reality is actually a construction of our own minds. Number 5, your mind is more powerful than you think. Our minds are incredibly powerful and capable of achieving amazing things. We have the ability to think, create, imagine, and innovate. With our minds, we can come up with solutions to complex problems, create works of art, and even change the world. Our minds are also capable of great feats of endurance and resilience. We can push through tough times and bounce back from setbacks if we have a positive mindset and a belief in ourselves. Our minds can also be our greatest enemy, though, if we let them. We can dwell on negative thoughts and give up in the face of adversity. We can sabotage ourselves by focusing on our weaknesses and doubting our abilities. Ultimately, it is up to us to decide whether we harness the power of our minds for good or for bad. But one thing's for sure, our minds are far more powerful than we think. There you have it, 5 uncommon psychology facts that can help you unlock your mind and achieve your goals. By understanding how our minds work and the forces that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we can free ourselves from the limitations we may have believed were inevitable. Remember that you have the power to create the life you want. It all starts with a single step. Don't wait any longer. Start today and see where your journey takes you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Here's another video that you might find interesting.